Why would anyone want to get a Ford Mustang Mach-E or any other electric car over the Tesla Model Y? The Model Y is the best-selling electric vehicle in the world. Who would want to do that? I mean, oh, that's right, I would. And so would and have quite a few people, despite the fact that Model Y trumps the Mustang Mach-E in a lot of categories you probably have heard all the car experts talk about. The Model Y starting price is a bit cheaper if you take the US federal tax credit in consideration, which the Mustang Mach-E is only qualified for half of. Though I should mention that Tesla has had a price change pretty much every month this year so far. So whenever you're watching this video, make sure to price check on aisle 4. Model Y does go further on a single charge, but not by a drastic number. Model Y also does charge up to 3 times faster using the DC fast chargers, which most EV drivers use on the road. It also has better 0 to 60 time, has more torque and horsepower. Now you're probably saying, well, Alex, there you go. Tesla wins, game over, see you later. Not so fast. Because these are the specs that you probably hear people talk about, but those are not always what most people actually care about. Kind of like the Kardashians or the democracy.
You can't question things.
Take the range discrepancy between these two, for example. The lower end models are at 224 miles for the Mustang Mach-E and 279 for the Model Y. A bit of a difference, but is it? In reality, this number is very much irrelevant to most drivers who on average drive around 50 miles a day and charge their cars every night. You're not very likely to drive 279 or 224 miles on any given day, except a couple of road trips a year, if that. But there are some real-world differences that make the Mustang Mach-E more attractive, or in some cases Model Y less attractive for a lot of buyers like myself. There are actually 5 pretty big ones if you don't even talk about the looks, which I personally think certainly go to the Mustang Mach-E hands down, but I like big trunks and I cannot lie. So what are they? Well, let's go over all 5 of them right now, but before that, a quick reminder that this video is brought to you by Flow. Always reliable, extremely durable, the Flow Home is a level 2 EV charging station designed to make your life easier and is compatible with any EV in North America. Learn more about the Flow Home at flow.com. And by NeoCharge, you can charge 2 cars at the same time without spending a ton of money on rewiring your home. All you need is a smart splitter from NeoCharge. Get one today and use the discount code in the description of this video. So the number one reason, though in no particular order, why people would pick the Ford Mustang Mach-E over the Tesla Model Y is not so much what Ford has, but what Tesla doesn't. The instrument cluster. It's the small screen that sits behind your steering wheel and now in some cars complemented by a head-up display with cars' most important real-time numbers like speed, range, and state of charge. The Model Y doesn't have either, not the instrument cluster nor the head-up display option in any of the Model Y or Model 3 cars. It's just one center screen, which is still slightly smaller than the Mustang Mach-E's. But the reason why Tesla has decided not to offer the instrument cluster to their customers is even more disappointing than the lack of the feature itself. It is clearly to save money and pad the profit margin for the brand. What? Elon Musk trying to make more money by giving his customers less? Not the man who came up with Twitter's blue checkmark subscription. That can't be. And when Elon was asked about it on Twitter, he has provided a pretty poor and a bit of a dickish explanation, saying, "You won't care." Apparently, many people do, because no other car in the world has more of the third-party made instrument cluster add-on products sold than the Tesla Model Y and 3. Let's move on to number 2. And you know how when you're driving and you're trying to get some cool breeze on your face, or maybe the heat off your face, and you just reach out to the vent and adjust that? Yeah, you can't do that with the Model Y. You have to dig in a center screen's user interface to do that digitally, which means you can't do it while driving safely. And even if you are on autopilot, it takes so much more time and effort. It is just another example where the technology made things harder rather than easier. Same goes to Model Y's side mirror adjustments, except for to get that done, you have to utilize the screen, the steering wheel, and then touch your left ear with your right hand. Okay, I might have exaggerated one of them. But anytime a consumer has to learn a new skill just to use a new feature, it's a disservice to that consumer. Sometimes buttons are still good. I like pressing buttons, especially of the Tesla fanboys, because they're so nice to me.
What?
Just look at the comment section. They should be gathering there right now. And the Mustang Mach-E has the manual controls for both of those features that you got used to since you probably learned how to drive. Number 3, and this is a big one. Tesla Model Y is not compatible with Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Based on a recent Consumer Report survey, the majority of drivers prefer one of the two over the car maker's native infotainment systems. The only other car maker that does not support Android Auto or Apple CarPlay is Rivian. Though Rivian doesn't really support their own features that they've promised, like the portable camp kitchen, the tank turn, or honoring pricing for their loyal customers. GM did announce that they may do the same, but hopefully this time they will recognize their mistake before actually making yet another bad decision. At the end of the day, 98% of all new cars support Android Auto or Apple CarPlay, including, of course, the Mustang Mach-E, and there is a good reason for that. Number 4 is something that none of us care about until we do, like when we get into a car accident, get our car broken into, or just get it scratched while parked. Then we care. A lot. I'm talking about where to take it for repairs, the service centers. Obviously, the more service centers out there, the shorter the repair times, and most importantly, repair costs are. This is where Tesla struggles. According to Tesla, there are 176 service centers in the United States. There are 413 Ford service centers. Now you're probably saying, well, it's twice as many, but that's still not that bad. Until I tell you that those are just in Texas. That's right, 413 service centers just here in Texas. There are almost 5,000 nationwide. And that's not it. What is even harder to find than the Tesla service centers are the Tesla parts. That is what causes huge delays. Tesla parts are not readily available to general public or repair stores, and even Tesla's own and certified repair shops struggle to get parts for weeks and even months. Parts for Ford, on the other hand, are easier to find than the disgruntled Tesla fans in the comment section of my videos. Repair shops, auto parts stores, and even Amazon are all places where you can easily find Ford parts. Ford even has a website where anybody can order one. My cat ordered a tire from there, and as you can see, is very happy with his purchase. He likes the shade. Who's a good Ford customer? And number 5 is insurance. You know, many times the second largest bill you have to pay to have a car. Tesla's unique and breakthrough architecture is great for profit margins and overall design to geek out over, but it comes with some major challenges when it comes to repairs. From limited availability of parts that we've already discussed and thus delays in repairs, to simply higher repair costs due to a small number of Tesla certified shops and their high repair rates. Per Money Geeks data, the average cost of insurance for a Ford Mustang Mach-E is $1,784 per year, where the average rate of insuring Tesla Model Y is $2,878, which is more than 60%. I even ran my own test and got a quote from State Farm. Talked to a very nice guy named Jake with most comparable Model Y and the Mustang Mach-E configurations. The Mustang Mach-E quote came in at $437 per month, compared to $531 for the Model Y, a 22% difference, or about $1,200 more for the annual policy. For me, almost every single one of these points is a deal breaker in favor for the Mustang Mach-E, but it is different for everyone. Now, this is something you may not know, but besides the Ford Mustang Mach-E, there are actually more than 30 other alternatives to the Model Y, and I have listed all of them right here in this video, so check it out. Other than that, see you guys next time, and remember to stay charged,